So if you've been keeping an eye on Bitcoin lately, you know it has been a wild ride. After a massive price swing, the market just seems stuck. It's at a total crossroads, and pretty much everyone is asking the exact same thing.
Up, down, or sideways? I mean, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? The signals are all over the place, and it's creating a ton of uncertainty. But a new trader's analysis has pinpointed the key price levels that could finally give us a clue. So let's break it all down.
Okay, so here's the heart of the issue. We saw this absolutely huge drop, followed by a super fast recovery. But instead of charting a clear new path, all that whiplash has left the market in this state of, well, total indecision. It's a real standoff between the buyers and the sellers. So how in the world did we get here? Well, it all happened pretty fast. First, the price took a nosedive, what traders call a dump. Then, it just briefly dipped or swept right below a key level, hitting a low of 74.5K before snapping right back. And that super rapid up and down move is what's created the situation we're in right now. Okay, so with all that action behind us, where do we even focus our attention? This is where the analysis gets really interesting, because it zooms in on the exact numbers that are defining this current battleground. The first number you've got to watch is $78,000. According to this analysis, this is the current price floor, the support level. You can think of it like a line in the sand, where buyers are stepping up saying, nope, not going any lower. It's a big deal because this is where the price bounced back to after that recent dip, which tells us there's a lot of buying interest right here. And, if 78K is the floor, then 79,500 is the ceiling. This is the immediate wall that's stopping the price from climbing any higher. Bitcoin is literally trapped in this super tight range, just kind of bumping its head against this resistance level. And this really shows you the tug of war that's happening as we speak. Think of support as a safety net that all the buyers are holding, just waiting to catch the price if it falls. Resistance, on the other hand, is like a ceiling, where sellers are hanging out, ready to sell and push the price back down. Right now, Bitcoin is just stuck in this narrow hallway, with a strong floor at 78K and a really solid ceiling at 79.5K. All right, so the battle lines are drawn. Let's game this out. First, let's explore the first potential outcome, path number 1, the optimistic case, the breakout. So what would a breakout actually look like? Well, this gives us a pretty good idea. Traders would see this as a long opportunity, basically a chance to bet on the price shooting up. If the buyers can finally punch through that resistance ceiling, it could be like a rocket launch, potentially triggering a much, much bigger move up. Here's the playbook for how that could go down. Step 1, a clean, decisive break above that 79,500 resistance. If that happens, the next big target on the map is 81,000. And a move like that could be the spark that signals a much wider market recovery is finally getting started. But, and there's always a but in trading, right? What happens if that ceiling is just too strong? Well, that brings us to path number 2, the bearish case, the rejection. So what if the price just slams into that ceiling and bounces right off? That's the bearish scenario. If the sellers manage to overpower the buyers at that key level, the price couldn't just stall out. It could completely reverse and head back down. This might mean we go back and retest those recent lows, or maybe even drop further. The analysis actually calls this a good short opportunity. And a short is just the opposite of a long. It's a way for a trader to profit if the price goes down. So if the price gets rejected from these higher levels, traders who are betting on a downturn would see that as their signal to jump in. So you've got the bullish case, you have the bearish case, and it all seems to be building to this one ultimate test, a single price level that could be the final judge for where the market goes next. And that number is 81,500. The analysis calls this a support/resistance flip. The best way to think about it is like this. Imagine breaking through a ceiling and then being able to stand on top of it. If Bitcoin can decisively smash above 81.5K, that old resistance level could become a brand new support floor, giving it a launch pad to go even higher. And really, this is it. This is the whole ball game right here. It all comes down to the test at 81.5K. A breakout above it, that confirms the bullish case and opens the door wide for a rebound. But a failure, a rejection right at this level, is what's being flagged as that perfect short opportunity. The paths literally split right here. Okay, so let's just put it all together. Right now, Bitcoin is in a holding pattern, totally squeezed between a floor at 78K and a ceiling at 79.5K. A breakout could send it flying towards 81K, but a rejection could mean a serious drop. And the ultimate decision point, the one that could set the trend for a while, is that showdown at 81,500.
So there you have it. The lines have been drawn in the sand, and the two potential paths forward are laid out with incredible clarity. All that's left now is to watch and see which side, the buyers or the sellers, is going to blink first.